Alright guys, well it is time to head out of here. I have spent almost the whole week hanging out with Jeff. We just really hit it off, had a great time hanging out. Got a lot of work done, like I mentioned. He was able to get some work done on his vehicle. But it is time to ramble on. It's kind of bittersweet. Looking forward to get back out there exploring, but really did make a good friend here. So we'll be staying in touch. Hopefully we'll see Jeff out on the road. It's a little early in the morning, so he's not gonna say goodbye, but we've spent a lot of time in the last couple days just hanging out, talking about life on the road, looking at all the different rigs available out there, so that's been fun. Got this van set to go, so I'm gonna hop in, get her warmed up, and do this. Away we go. Now I'm going to check this place out just for the heck of it. I was looking at the map. I saw a small town marked Sulphurdale. I looked it up. It said it was abandoned. That sounded fun, so that's how I ended up down this road. Just doing some exploring, trying to get off the beaten path. Well, we're just gonna check out this old building here. Sulphurdale was established around the 1880s. They were trying to mine sulfur out of here, which there was quite a bit of sulfur, but apparently the quality of the sulfur was not that good. And the whole mining operation didn't last too long. And it sounds like the whole area was abandoned in the 1970s. Check out this old building here. I love these abandoned places. It's just neat to kind of think at one time there was somebody actually living out here. I'm obviously not going to step in there as it doesn't look too structurally sound. This whole end here is caved in. Pretty neat though. Wow, look at this. Looks like it had an upper level to it. Maybe this was a little add-on. Wow, old water heater. That's old brick, that could be recycled. Yeah, this is more of a fixer-upper type place. I wonder when it was built. There's one more structure down here. We'll go take a look at that. Pretty neat. I would imagine this building over here probably had something to do with the mining operation. I'm not sure. There's not a whole lot of information online on this location. But look at the brickwork or rock work here. Just all old stone. Yeah, I don't know if that yellow there, I know sulfur is yellow. This maybe was where they stored it. Looks like there's a kind of a silo type thing up top. There's a hole up there. So I would imagine this was part of the actual sulfur mining operation. Looks like another one here, same deal. There's a chute up top. Look at that stonework though. I wonder when this was built. Wow. Quite a structure. This looks like it was probably more of the same. Look at the roof. Another one of those chutes there. I don't know if they were bringing the sulfur in from the top or what. Some nice brick window ways there. These are thick walls. These walls are probably 1, 2, 2.5 feet at least, maybe 3 feet thick. Oh, looks like I got a visitor here. I might get kicked out. I'm gonna put the camera away. Well, we're gonna move up towards Cove Fort. Not too far from here, check that out. See what Cove Fort's all about. This is the actual fort here. This was kind of used as a way station, way as in W-A-Y, for people passing through this area. And there were some services offered here, like they had a blacksmith and such to do any repairs on your wagons. So that's kind of neat. I think 1867 was when it was founded. And then quite a few years later, the Mormons came in to restore it. Pretty neat. Look at the doors on this thing.
But right here, so human angel.
Kind of neat, they have it all set up. The weaving loom here. Looks like some old soaps. Living the simple life. Look how thick these walls are. I think one of the unique things was they used volcanic rock in the construction, whereas most structures back in those days were all wood. Oh look, you can see all the chimneys. And they're one of the big doors here. This is totally free. They offer free tours here, a free guided tour if you want. And like I mentioned, the Mormon Church did come in and kind of do some restoring here, and they pretty much own and operate this tourist attraction now. Love how they have some old equipment here. This was probably used for bending wagon wheels. Yeah, look at how cool is that? It's an old wagon wheel. They probably work on them there. Probably has something to do with it as well. Looks like this was the blacksmith's hut here. Grinding stone. This door is locked, but we can peek in there. You probably won't get a good shot. Looks like the chimney fireplace there. Big anvil. Look at that set of bellows. I wonder if that's original to stoke up the stove. Very cool. A little workbench over here. That old drill press. Wow, hand crank. Far out. And I would imagine this roof has been restored. They probably tried to keep it as close to original as possible. Really neat. Got grass growing on the roof. I don't know if we can go in here. Looks like it. Wow, look at this. This is cool. A little bunk bed over here. Stove. What else more do you need? So funny, there's this tiny house movement going on. This is how people used to do it. Tiny houses were hip way back when. Look at that old pan. Got this old wagon. This is all I really need. maybe a little bit wider and slightly longer. A few horses up front, convert this into a camper. This would actually be my preferred rig. Many of you have asked if I were to get rid of the van and get something else, this would be my ideal setup. Like I said, a little wider, set it up to live in, would not need any fossil fuels, pull it with horses or camels. Pretty sure this would be my ideal rig.